is our boy. Supposedly it's both positions that were taking the title. We're supposed to be united through and through, regardless of what people say.
Y'all are not united
realistic.
anymore.
You gotta be realistic. So I'm realistic about the situation United finds themselves in right now. So I'm not gonna lie. You know, I don't see United even in that top four. I really don't. Honestly speaking. Yeah.
The United boys are down, the Arsenal boys are up, and there's a little mix of everyone else going on.
Well, to answer the question very bluntly, no. With considering the squad that we have and the structure of United at the moment, Ten Hag, yes, he's a good manager, up-and-coming manager, one of the best up-and-coming managers right now in football. I feel that United should actually have backed this manager completely in this transfer window. And unfortunately, we failed to do that. So I just think the squad is not good enough for him to be able to really get the best out of this manager, you know what I mean? And like I say, yes, promising manager, but unfortunately our squad is just not good enough. And as I've mentioned before to TK and also the gents, depth is going to play a major role this season, you know what I mean? Considering the amount of games that are coming up, and United just don't have the depth. So as much as one would say, yes, Ten Hag could be a manager that could get us closer to titles and contending and all, that would of course being that you'd have to have backed this manager for him to be able to get the best out of his team. So yes, I will say that we will see an improved style of play from United this season, but it's not going to be enough to compete to be able to make top four. And yeah, that's my thought really. And as I mentioned again, it's the squad that I just feel is just not good enough for us to be able to do the best. Yes, the signings that he's made with your Malasia, Eriksen coming in as well. I rate Eriksen as well, but I just think it's not enough. It's not enough. We know the weakness in this United team, and we've just not strengthened in this transfer window.
Interesting topic with Ronaldo. What's your one-word answer? Stay or go?
I'm gonna say go. I think he's stunned the development of Max Rashford. He came in and they had to shoe on him in. It affected Sancho, Bruno. Goal prediction. Let's go with Sancho as Player of the Year.
I think
Ronaldo has to stay. I'm sorry. I mean, he's one of the greatest players of all time. I don't care if he wants to leave. I don't care if people are saying he wants to leave. We are a better side with Cristiano Ronaldo. You get what I'm saying? Without him, I mean, where are we going to get 20 goals? Look now, Martial is injured, you know?
Yeah.
So even today, Cristiano Ronaldo has to start. You get what I'm saying? So I know he wants to leave. I know he's obsessed with the Champions League. I know he wants to, better his record in the Champions League and all of those things, but we have to do everything to keep him. Otherwise, sign someone and let him go.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm of a different opinion.
Yeah.
I want Ronaldo to go. I don't care how many injuries we've got. Sometimes I think you can actually see the effect that he has on the changing room. He's too much of a big personality, and he's not a player that the other senior players, even though we do have senior players in the change room, no one is going to bring Ronaldo to order.
Yeah.
Just little things that he's done, like leaving the game at halftime, not showing up for pre-season, pushing for a move away. I absolutely want Ronaldo gone today, tomorrow.
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible, I want him gone. Because we can always... People forget that we were scoring goals before Ronaldo came, and he's taken away because we're so direct now in finding Ronaldo in the box. We could share the goals around. We had number 11 was scoring, Rashford was scoring, Martial was scoring before Ronaldo came. I want us to be fluid again. And I just hope when we do back, because he's going to leave. We just don't know how amicable it will be. But the most important thing then is to replace him properly. So I do trust the Ten Hag to have a plan. I just don't trust the Glazers to fund the plan. But yeah.
Guys, I know I promised you questions, but amongst brothers. So, Benny McCarthy, hype for Man United. What are your thoughts?
Look, I think Benny McCarthy has earned his position, right? I was telling my Uber driver today that this is what happens when opportunity meets preparation. He has done his badges a long time ago. He's a European great. He's the best export out of SA as far as football is concerned. So I was surprised, but I'm not really shocked that Benny McCarthy, a man of his caliber, his knowledge, his history has ended up at Man United. And for me, this is a great start. This showcases that, you know, we do have the talent coming out of South Africa and Africa that can actually fit into such great sports at one of the biggest football clubs in the world. And congratulations to Benny, man. He's done great.
Yeah, 100%. Danny, the Benny news is phenomenal. Amazing news. I was telling the guys that we're in the Europa League right now. And before we signed Benny, I expected us to win the Europa League. Now that Benny's there, I've seen him do the impossible, the things that he did at Old Trafford. My expectations are so much higher. Right now we're in Europa, but this season now that we've got Benny, I expect us to win the Champions League. I don't know how, but it's
We're just that much better.
we're that much better. We're that much. Now he produces magical moments. He's so well informed as well, like he's a student of the game. So he's hired for finishing attackers coach, strikers coach. So his positioning and the finishing, all that, long may it continue.
I feel like, you know, with Ten Hag coming in, you know, our style of play has improved, right? You can see the patterns of play that we have, right? Of course, it's a big blow that we don't have Martial, right? So it's gonna be interesting to see whether he goes for Ronaldo, who's not exactly match fit, or goes for Rashford, right? But I think whether he goes for Ronaldo or Rashford, I think we'll have enough over Brighton. The fact that they've lost Kukurea, he was a very key player for them, right? Yeah, Bissouma as well. So that's going to show, right, in how they play, right? Because these are very key players, and the fact that, you know, Ten Hag can have, you know, guys like Garnacho coming in off the bench as well. That's something that's gonna add a bit for us in attack, right? So yeah, I'm just not seeing us keeping a clean sheet, but I think we're gonna get the 3 points.
Personally, I hope it's Rashford, Sancho, and Garnacho, but this is me just hoping. I don't know if that would ever happen, but that's my starting three up front.
So my prediction on the United app's 3-1, eh?
3-1, okay.
My first scorer I went with Rashford because I feel like he's been playing well in pre-season, right? And obviously the likes of Sancho, the new signings, Lisandro Martinez, Christian Eriksen, obviously get that depth going. We have guys like Garnacho on the bench that can come on for that squad depth. And obviously Erik ten Hag's impact ultimately. And obviously if Ronaldo's included in tomorrow's squad, that'll just be a bonus for us, because, you know, whenever he's involved, there's goals. He's a consistent striker, even though he's 37. Yeah.
Okay, guys. I know you guys have given me logical answers and you've backed them up. This time I want a one-word answer because you've mentioned Ronaldo. Stay or go?
He's definitely leaving. Mid-season, he's going to a Champions League club on loan.
I think he's staying. You know, I don't think there's a club in the market that's looking to put him in on his wages, right? I think his agent was looking to get a suitor, but, you know, I don't think he's willing to compromise that much on his salary, and that's gonna work against him. So he's gonna stay at United. The fact that they don't have a replacement ready as well, right? It all came as a shock to the club. I think he's gonna stay for one more season.